Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. And before I start this week's video, I need to mention two things. One, yes, I know I look super tired. I've had a crazy busy week, or crazy busy few weeks, and yes, I'm very sleep deprived, hence the rings under my eyes. I don't even know if you can see them. If you can, that's why. The other thing is my left eye, it's not that noticeable anymore, but the past few days it's been really red. That is because apparently I'm somewhat allergic to cats. I did not know that, but I was recording music and at this person's house and they had cats, and I think what I did is I petted one of the cats and rubbed my eye, and then it just went red and puffy and terrible, and it wasn't itchy or anything, it wasn't uncomfortable, it just looked like I'd been punched in the eye, which has happened before. That's a story for another day, but yeah, so just if you guys are wondering about these things, you probably aren't, but if you are, there you go, there are the answers. But yeah, let's get to this week's video. So this week's video is about my opinion on a few different social medias. I'm not going to touch a ton of them, but I'm also going to include texting in this just because I guess for me, I use a lot of my social media for messaging people, and texting is one of the ways I message people. So like I said, I'm not going to do all of them. If there are other ones that I've missed out that you want me to talk about, let me know in the comments below and I can possibly do a part 2 to this. But yeah, let's begin with Instagram. So Instagram is probably the social media I use the most, not counting Facebook Messenger. But yeah, Instagram, I post there fairly regularly. It's not just YouTube stuff, of course, but I kind of post things just like even for my friends to see, like personal stuff on there. And before I continue this video, all my social media links are in the description below, so if you haven't followed me on them, I would love it if you could even share them around, get your friends to follow me, because the more followers, the more people hopefully see my videos and stuff like that, and it makes me feel good about myself. But like I said, Instagram. I do like Instagram because, I don't know, it just is something that naturally if I'm bored I go to. I can just easily scroll through it. The whole layout is very easy to use, and I don't know, it's just, I guess for me, I've used Instagram the longest, and it's the way I've kind of got it all set up is very much accustomed to what I want to see. So for example, on my feed, I see stuff that I want to see. I mean, I'm following like 1,500 people, which of course like the thing is I'm following 1,500 people, but only maybe not even 500 of those actually post stuff regularly. So there are the people, like generally I'll be scrolling through my feed, and there are the people who I will regularly be looking out for. There's a lot of people that I kind of am following but don't really, I guess, like their stuff and check their stuff out. But for me, Instagram, I don't really use it to message people just because I think it's a very, I don't know, Instagram wasn't designed to message people, so I don't think there's much point messaging on there. But in saying that, the new thing they've introduced, Instagram Moments, Memory, I don't know what it's called, the thing that's pretty much essentially Snapchat. I don't really care, I haven't really been looking at people's, like what people have uploaded, because if I wanted to do that, I'd use Snapchat, but for me, I don't know, it just seemed like kind of like a gimmick. I don't think it will last. I think they'll probably get rid of it, or I don't think it's going to take off, just because that's not why I go on Instagram. I don't go on Instagram to see people like like for Snapchat, people post pretty much little things, like things maybe that aren't as important. They post it because it's just like a quick 10-second thing and you can just put it up there. But on Instagram, I don't like it when, like for me, Instagram is more the highlights of people's days or of what they're doing. And I like, by introducing this new thing where you can post temporary pictures, it kind of feels like they're taking away from that. But like I said, it doesn't really bother me too much. I don't use it. But next, onto Twitter. So Twitter, I usually just use Twitter to message people and to kind of promote YouTube stuff. I don't really scroll through my Twitter feed very often. There's very few people I actually actively like look at their tweets for, just because Twitter is never really, I don't know, it's just never really been something that I've gotten into, simply because from the start it's felt kind of messy, if that makes sense. Messy as in like the whole user interface. I haven't really liked it particularly. Oh, sorry, excuse me. But in saying that, I think it's a great app. Yeah, it's just never for me really worked. I've never really gotten along with it very well. So for the most part, Twitter, yeah, it's a great app. I don't really use it. I don't have a ton to say about it, simply just because I don't spend a lot of time on it. I literally barely ever tweet. except for when I release a new video. I do use it to talk to other people, but other than that, I'm not, like I said, scrolling through my Twitter feed or whatever, just because for me, most of the time, there's nothing on there which really makes me go, oh yeah, I want to go check Twitter. Next is Facebook. So I had Facebook when I was younger, and then I deleted it for quite a few years, and then this year I've gotten it back. My Facebook is personal, so I haven't actually, I don't have the link for it down in the description below, just because that's something where I'm connected with friends and family, not so much a YouTube thing. But in saying that, I find Facebook, it's cool like to kind of see what people are up to through it. It can be very distracting, but it's kind of like a good blend between Twitter and Instagram, because I remember when I used to be on it years ago, it was pretty much just text. People would post like status updates, but now it's all like so many pictures and videos and ads and all that stuff. So it's kind of turned into a Twitter, Instagram hybrid, which I don't mind. Like, it's cool to, like, for example, friends I haven't talked to in ages, kind of to see what's going on in their lives, because I mean, not like in a stalkerish gossipy way, just kind of like people I used to be close with, but for whatever reason, it's not that we're not friends anymore, it's just we don't talk as much anymore, and now I can kind of just see what's going on with them, and they can see what's going on with me. Even though I barely post on Facebook, I'll be tagged and stuff and all of that, but I won't actually really post anything, just because, I don't know, I'm a little bit weird with posting stuff on everything but Instagram, just because I don't know what to post exactly. But in saying that, I can also, for my music stuff, Facebook's a great platform for connecting with fans and connecting with potential fans and kind of promoting stuff. And lastly for this video is text messaging. So I used to text a lot. Now I don't text as much. I spend more time using Facebook Messenger, which is, I guess, going back to Facebook, most of what I use Facebook for is Facebook Messenger, just because it's very convenient and easy to use, and a lot of, obviously, like for me, it's just the easiest way to connect with a lot of my friends, plus also doing the ability to do like group chats and stuff. My friends and I create group chats just because that way we can all talk together, as opposed to having to message everyone individually. But text messaging, I do still text message. I am quite lazy when it comes to replying to messages, especially when I get really busy. If you message me on like Facebook Messenger, I'll probably reply. If you message me on text message or Twitter, you're kind of changing the odds a little bit, just because I don't know why, just for whatever reason I tend to not reply as much. That's not saying that I don't like you or anything. Well, generally it's not saying that I don't like you. I don't know, maybe I don't like you, maybe I am purposely ignoring you, but generally, if there is no reason for me to not like you, it's just simply because I'm busy, and then what happens is the text message disappears down in my phone, in the depths of my phone, and I don't realize I haven't replied to you, and that's mainly the reason I won't reply to people, simply because I'm busy, or like the message will disappear and I'll accidentally forget about it. In saying that, when I am, I guess, not as busy, I do sometimes have a tendency to be able to like reply a lot and reply really quickly. I guess I'm on opposite ends of the scale. I'm either not replying at all, or I am replying straight away. Very few people I reply to straight away regardless. So if I do reply to you always pretty much straight away, you're special, you're very special to me, because otherwise I don't really do that to a lot of people. So let me know about your social media habits. What do you do? What do you prefer? Are you like me, where you're either super lazy messenger or extremely quick messenger? I don't know if I just asked this, but let me know your favorite social media below. And like I said, let me know if you want me to do some different social media. There's stuff I did cover fully, like Snapchat, Tumblr, whatever else there is out there. If I don't know about it, I will definitely check it out, see how it is. And like I said earlier in the video, all my social media links are in the description box below. I'd love it if you could follow me. And as always, thank you for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.